Hey everybody, this is Eric. Connecting your iPad to the UConnect Theater setup in your Chrysler Pacifica minivan or other Jeep, Dodge, Ram vehicle is a great way to keep your kids entertained while on the road. In this video, I'm going to show you how to play videos from your iPad on one screen or both screens. At the very end of this video, I'm going to compare this setup to a USB stick loaded with videos. So obviously you'll need an iPad or iPhone for this. If you're using an iPhone, you'll need an accessory like this Lightning to digital AV adapter from Apple. This is what's going to allow you to plug into the HDMI port on the back seat. You would use this exact same adapter on an iPad as long as it has a Lightning port for charging. Speaking of charging, the adapter has a Lightning port on it for pass-through charging. Your vehicle likely has some USB ports for charging. Just connect a cable from one of those to the Lightning port to keep your battery charged up. If you have an iPad Pro or an iPad Air with a USB Type-C port, you'll need a different adapter. Apple sells a USB Type-C to digital AV multi-port adapter, which I'd say is the equivalent. But instead, I'm using my 9-in-1 USB-C adapter. I bought this because I wanted a slew of extra ports on my iPad Pro. I typically don't use my iPad Pro to play videos in the van, but I can use this adapter to do just that. All you need to do is plug the HDMI cable into the correct port, just like you would with the Lightning adapter. And once again, there's a port for pass-through charging, so be sure to use that to keep your battery charged. Okay, so now you're ready to get the show on the road, so to speak. Insert an HDMI cable into whichever adapter you're using. Then insert the other end of the HDMI cable into the port on the seat back. From the front screen, open the UConnect Theater app and select the input for the rear screen you'd like to use. You'll see HDMI 1 available if you plugged into the back of the driver's seat and HDMI 2 if you plugged into the back of the passenger seat. The iPad or iPhone will now be displayed on the rear screen and it will treat the screen just like an external monitor. Now you can launch any of your streaming apps and play the content on the screen. So how about getting this to show up on the second screen as well? Just select the input for the second screen and choose the same HDMI input. Now both screens will display the iPad iPhone content. As far as audio, you can connect a pair of wired headphones to the rear screen using the headphone jack, use the wireless headphones that came with your vehicle, or you can play audio through the vehicle by choosing the correct screen with the UConnect Theater app and then choosing Listen In. One note about using wireless headphones with the UConnect Theater: it works over infrared, so unfortunately you can't connect your own Bluetooth headphones to the system. As a workaround, you can simply connect the Bluetooth headphones to the iPad or iPhone instead. I gotta say, this is a pretty darn good way to set up videos for your young kids who can't reach or control the rear screens for themselves. Another great way is to play video from a USB stick, which I covered in a previous video. Click the card in the upper right corner to check that out or find it linked in the description below. So how does this method compare to that? It's a really close call. With that method, you don't have a cable hanging off the rear screen and running across your vehicle. You don't have to pick up an iPad while driving to pause or change the videos or whatever. I find it much nicer and probably safer while driving to manage the content from the UConnect front screen. If you're using your iPhone, you won't be able to use it for CarPlay at the same time or whatever else you might need because it's stuck playing videos for the kids. The big benefit with this setup is that you have access to all of your streaming apps. As long as you have a good internet connection, you can play whatever you want. If you want to make sure you have some content to play even if you lose your internet connection, just make sure you download some shows for offline viewing. This is simple enough to do, but if anyone wants to see a video on that, just comment below. Okay guys, that's been how to connect your iPad to your UConnect Theater system to play videos on the screens. If you like this video or learned something from it, please give me a like and subscribe for more content. Have a good day.